Let's get the latest from Nick Bannin. He's watching all that for us in the Forecast Center.
Yeah, we do have a couple school delays to let you know about as well. Franklin County Technical School and Greenfield Center School operating on a 2-hour delay here due to some of the wintry weather north and west of the Lower Pioneer Valley. But what we have here in the Lower Pioneer Valley is just rain. You have to head north and you have to head into our higher western hills and then you transition to snow. But you can see from our Westfield Skycam, roads are just wet there. And as we take you to the DOT traffic camera in Chicopee on the Pike near exit 5, it's just wet as well. All right, it's 12:07. We're live in the lobby. It's our final day of our Toys for Tots campaign, but we've still got several more hours for you to bring a new unwrapped toy. In fact, I had a special guest. He comes every time. Well, this is our second time. This is Luca, my son. Luca, what are you looking at there?
The Maui.
Is that Maui?
The Maui.
Is that from the movie Moana?
Moana.
Yeah, and do you see a lot of bears in here?
Here.
Yeah, a lot of bears here. Do you see, what other animals do you see?
Elephant.
Elephant? Do you see the Christmas tree? Yeah, Christmas tree too. So a lot of great things going on here at 22 News. Get the family involved. It's all about bringing everyone together with new unwrapped toys, and you can bring your 2-year-old children too, like I got mine here. You brought a toy today, didn't you, Luca? Yeah, he did. Now he's just excited by all the other toys here at 22 News. What was that?
A cow.
Yeah, cars, exactly. He's just pointing out all the different options that you can bring, all the different types of toys to 22 News here today. So this is all about dropping off a new unwrapped toy, and then these toys get distributed to families here in Western Massachusetts who wouldn't necessarily have toys around the holidays. And we are open until 7 o'clock this evening for your donation. That is what we're dealing with here. Actually, a lot of people coming by at noon. Hello, welcome to 22 News. Thanks so much for dropping off new unwrapped toys. Oh, we had almost a newborn in. Hi there, goodbye, welcome. So yes, busy. It's busy here as we're ending strong here at 22 News. A tornado warning just into Connecticut, but that rotation that we're seeing with that storm, it could come close enough to Southwick to do some damage. So just as a precaution, get indoors if you're watching us from Southwick, especially right now.
And in the kitchen today, joining me is a very familiar face to Mass Appeal. We have Storm Team meteorologist Nick Bannin.
Hiya.
Welcome, my friend. Merry
Good
Christmas
to be here.
Eve.
Thank you.
We are very
Can you
excited to have you. I cannot believe it's Christmas Eve already.
So this is a very non-Christmassy recipe.
Okay.
But it's still delicious. Let's get started though real quick because we want to get the meat going.
Yes.
Because it takes a little bit to brown here.
Okay.
But we've already put some olive oil in this pan and we're making spaghetti bolognese today.
Okay. Now, why spaghetti bolognese? What is this to your fam?
It has not a lot of ingredients. It's relatively easy to make.
Okay.
And what we like doing is making a lot of it and then having it ready to go for like meals either later in the week or freezing it and have meals for later in the month. So I've just put about a pound of ground beef in this pan here with a little bit of olive oil, and we're waiting for that to brown.
Okay.
While it does that,
Uh-oh, what's this?
this is a very British apron. We've got
Oh, yeah.
British London buses on
Shall
there.
we put this on you?
Yes, I'll need it because I don't want to get this white shirt all.
I don't want you to get dirty either.
There we go, and I'll move the mic up a little bit too. Would
Yes.
you mind tightening?
No,
for me?
I would not mind.
Perfect.
It would actually be my honor.
Oh, thank you.
While you brown, I shall tie you. Is that too tight?
No, that's perfect.
No, I'm just kidding.
There we go. See?
Now, what are some of the traditions? So maybe
There's a telephone
maybe people don't
box
know
there.
this about you. That
Yeah.
you have family that is over in England.
Right. Well, so most of my family has moved over here. We were born in England, and Christmas is our big holiday of the year. We don't do Thanksgiving in England.
Okay.
But we do a Thanksgiving-like meal for Christmas. You can, when you're plating it, you can mix it all together beforehand, or you can just put the pasta on someone's plate and then spoon it on top. A little bit of Parmesan, salt and pepper, always good too. And this is just terrific and lovely. And while it's hard to tell from home, the fact that this is so easy and tastes so good by the time you're done makes this a very replicatable dish. And how we also, my mom uses this same sauce and makes lasagna with the same sauce.
Oh, that's a great idea.
So like a bolognese lasagna combo. And then
we
there
have
you
some
go. You pour the
sauce.
sauce on the top, and It's just delicious.
And you mentioned, and the thing that I love about this most, and we had Kathy on earlier, is talking about the leftovers and getting to freeze it so that you have leftovers.
Exactly.
And you mentioned that this is something that you love to eat.
Yeah, and in this particular case, we had extra sauce, so we could have put the sauce aside and frozen it for another time, and then just use that the sauce that would have worked well with the pasta to eat at that time, and then heated up the sauce again in the future, and it would have been perfect. But
Nick
spaghetti
Bannin.
bolognese, but instead of spaghetti, bucatini instead.
Bucatini.
Why
I'm
not?
going to bring in Santa Claus. Santa, thank you so much for coming today. We are so
Happy to be here.
excited to
Happy to
have
be
you
here with
here
you.
in the Mass Appeal
We're a
studio
bit nervous
today.
about the sauce on your beer.
Yeah, we'll keep this away.
No spaghettini for Santa right now.
Yeah.
I'm a little disappointed though, Nick. No snow. I
know.
was hoping you could
Just
get me
some
some
dustings
snow.
and coatings,
Santa,
but not that inch of
Nick,
snow.
thanks so much for coming on.
You're
Merry
welcome.
Christmas.
Merry
to both of
Christmas.
you.
It's almost thunderstorm season, but a storm doesn't need to be severe to be dangerous. So let's look into the science behind lightning and how to protect yourself and your property. Thunderstorms are a dangerous and fascinating part of mainly spring and summer in western Massachusetts. A thunderstorm forms as electrons zigzag down from a cloud, forming a stepped leader. As the leader gets closer to the ground, it draws up a positive charge known as a streamer. As the leader and streamer merge, a powerful electrical current forms, resulting in a lightning strike. In an average year in the United States, lightning causes 27 deaths and 243 injuries. Dr. Joseph Schmidt at Bay State Medical Center describes the harm lightning can cause.
There can be burns on the surface of the body. Certainly there can be post-traumatic stress and psychological sequelae, and then people can become the actual conduit of electricity. Many of those are lethal injuries because the direct current, of which is a tremendous amount of current, goes through the person.
Lightning can shut down the heart, but resuscitation is possible, and it's not dangerous to perform CPR on a lightning victim. At Oak Ridge Golf Club in Feeding Hills, they have ways to inform golfers if lightning could pose a danger.
Our procedure first, we watch the weather, the radar. Any lightning in the area, we go out, we sound off an air horn, so we go out in the 6th hole here. And then we send our rangers around and make sure everybody gets off.
The sound of thunder is caused by the rapid heating and expansion of air around the lightning bolt. If you can hear thunder, you're close enough to a storm to get hit by lightning, which can strike up to 15 miles away from a storm. You can tell how far away a storm is using the 5-second rule. For every 5 seconds between seeing the lightning and hearing the thunder, the strike is 1 additional mile away. Lightning isn't just a risk for people, but property too. Here at Northeast Lightning Protection in Bloomfield, Connecticut, this company specializes in installing lightning rods with the goal of reducing damage and fire risk caused by lightning to buildings. Just like on this dollhouse, owner Jim Barnard and his team install a network of lightning rods and copper cabling to guide the energy from a lightning strike.
Lightning strikes it, goes 2 different ways immediately, then starts going into ground in various different paths.
Wow, and then protecting the home.
It does, yeah.
When lightning hits a building without protection, structural or electrical damage can result. Still, inside is the safest place to be. So when thunder roars, go indoors. All right, and there are various different types of lightning. It's not all cloud to ground lightning. Now, cloud to ground lightning is one of the more common types. You also have intra-cloud, which is within the cloud, where the lightning bounces around within the cloud. We also have ground to cloud, almost works the opposite way. That is very rare. Cloud to cloud is uncommon. That's between different clouds. And then cloud to sky, that's when it sort of dissipates right into the air. That happens occasionally. Also, one type of lightning strike that we can actually detect and show you in our Storm Team weather systems, our ESP Live Doppler radar, is a cloud to ground strike that happens from the top of the cloud, and this is known as a positive lightning strike. And these are usually very powerful lightning strikes. Now, all lightning strikes are powerful, but these are extra powerful. Now I want to talk about something known as heat lightning. This is something that is a term that people throw around. Oh, I think I saw some heat lightning. Well, here's what heat lightning really is. As you have a thunderstorm here, the sound of a thunderstorm, or the thunder, that dissipates and fades away with distance. So say something over 10 miles. Let's say you're in that house over here looking at the thunderstorm here. Maybe you don't hear the thunder, but you see the lightning. Well, what is commonly confused is that people think that that is therefore heat lightning and that there was no thunder. But there actually was thunder. You just can't hear it because that thunder has dissipated over the distance there. So that's another type of lightning that technically doesn't exist, that heat lightning. Now, Brian, many thunderstorms bring with them some very heavy rain.
Yeah.
And that can cause some problems.
That's right.
Now we're letting that syrup flow. I want to talk to a couple people who come to Steve's here to check out the delicious maple syrup. We've got Bill and Lynn from West Hampton. I'm going to sit right next to you guys. What are you eating here today?
I'm having my usual, a blueberry pancake with crispy bacon.
Now you're from just down the street. Is this a tradition for you to come on down here and get some fresh, locally made maple syrup?
Since 2001. Because this Sugar Shack is like a West Hampton tradition of the finest kind.
Very nice. And your husband Bill's here. Bill, what are you eating?
I have a pancake with eggs. Have it ever since 2001 as well.
Now, why do you like it so locally, freshly made like this?
Well, it's fun. It's traditional. It's a rite of passage from winter into spring, and everybody feels good about it.
And this place is packed. You have to come early to get a seat, right?
It's packed all the time. Sometimes the line is down the driveway a little bit.
Now, were you here late in February when this kind of started flowing?
Yep, we sure were. And next weekend, they have the fire department is here, and they do all the serving, and all the money goes to the West Hampton Fire Department, too.
Great. So, yeah, we think we're in our final week of sap flow, a couple more weeks of the breakfast here, and we're going to keep an eye on the lovely locally made maple syrup made right here in Western Massachusetts, here in West Hampton. I'm 22 Storm Team Meteorologist Nick Bannin.
Who's the headless horseman now, Nick Bannin? Come look at this, everyone. I messed up Nick's precious hair. Oh no, not his fresh dew.
Nick, I don't know if you wanted the haircut. Did you like it though?
I had no idea how you really felt.
Tell everyone it was your idea.
You know, I think I know when you did that because I did have a headache that day.
You felt it was an effigy.
It was.
Yeah,
oh, that was awesome. That was 6 inches of metal.
Thank you. You were impressive. Like I got it on top of your head. I had never done it before. That was pretty impressive.
That was great.
Right?
Well, you needed the right motivation, and I provided.
Thank you, Nick. You always inspire me with how talented you are. Appreciate it, buddy.
I'll be holding this against you forever.
Does that mean we're going to have bad weather today?
Actually, no. We've got a decent Halloween on the way.